Hi friends, I've been going through a bit of creative crisis lately. I call it a little, probably because it makes me feel less overwhelmed, but honestly, it's probably the biggest one I've had in years. And in this video isn't about how I go through my creative crisis and how everything are perfect now. I'll save that for another time. At this point, I might as well call myself a creative crisis expert. Right now, I'm still in the middle of it, but I figured out what's causing it, which is, I believe, the most important part of going through this, and I will talk about it later. And lately I'm thinking about why these blocks happen to me so often, and I realize that I push myself a lot, always learning, always practicing, and trying to find something new and become the best version of myself. And maybe that's why I hit these rough patches more than like to. So once I get past this, my goal won't be to become the best artist in the world anymore. Instead, I want to grow in a way that feels steady and natural without burning out perfectly. And I'd love for these creative slumps to show up way less, like once in a year, or even better, every few years.
Hi guys, today will be okay. All over again. Hello everyone. First, I feel so funny because of my new microphone. I have also this small microphone, but it was broken and I send it to company who have to fix it. So I waiting for it. This and now I decided to buy the standing micro. I hope I'm sound perfectly well as in a podcast or in a movie. Hello. All right. Actually, what I want to say today it will be like unhaul with materials and all other things like books, stuff like that. And before I will share what I got, I want to tell you something. The thing is that I really like planned do not buy any material or anything. Like this year, I can't say it was like some like strict rule or like resolution. I would more call it like like a soft guidance for myself, because when I was in the beginning of my career, even like big part of my career, especially in the very beginning, I was sure that I'm looking for perfect material or for perfect combination of material, or I need some like super great technique. And after all, I realized that material is a great source for inspiration and it can be really helpful, but actually, it doesn't make your art great. And actually, like material can work perfectly in a good hands. So this is my point, and it's why last year I spent in more of my resources and um, like investments in my knowledges. And so I just want to explain that I didn't plan to buy materials, but but what's happened? First, I just like start working on composition, and I make big post where I shared with my patrons that currently I have um, artist crisis. I sound something like crisis. I like you got it. Like this is a period of my life when I'm a bit stuck and I don't know what to do. So I decided to focus more on composition. But also, what I noticed that last year I was jumping from material to material, from topic to topic, and it's kind of helping me to keep interest and do not get bored. But what I also noticed that I stopped being consistent, and I really want to return to the path of being not only fun, but also I want to be more consistent. So it's why I decided next month as be focused on composition, and I'm trying to work with only one material. I actually have so many materials, and gouache is material I'm stuck for so many years. It's probably time to time I'll be slipping to this material, but now I want to work with. 1 second. Oh, no, no, no. I want to work only with markers. It's over here. I start like preparing them, and I did just a video where I was like exploring this material. So why marker? I have no idea. Actually, because probably I bought these markers years ago and I used them a few times, and I was like, you have to try this one. First, it's pretty comfy to work at your studio, it's very comfy working outside. And I was like thinking that it's really nice to check what I have and try to work with this material. Even so, I'm not a big fan, but now I'm trying to figure out how it's work. So this is like this is a short beginning, like only 5 minutes. Okay, but I'm trying to be really quick. What I want to say is that I really try to work with this material, and in a previous video like that I just like showed you one of my favorite sketchbook. But what I noticed that it's impossible to work with these markers in there. Plus, now I'm on a color course by my friend, and she's really saying me like, Emma, you have to change your sketchbooks. And I didn't like this idea actually. I really want to be stuck with my favorite cheap amazing sketchbook, but then I was thinking, okay, this is a great opportunity first try new sketchbook, and also friend recommended me to take few new brushes, and I also got few books about composition and color. Okay, I am stop talking, and now I will show what I got. Okay, let's get started. So, what I have here, few sketchbooks I want to try, and yeah, sketchbooks. Don't remember what is it. Sketchbooks, and so fun stuff. And what we have here is, I also don't remember actually. Oh, this is a sketchbook. Yeah, I decided to try like another sketchbook. Okay. Okay. What we have here. Sketchbook.
Friend really loved to work with Moleskine, and she recommended me to try to work with this brand because she
with Moleskine sketchbooks, and I was like, no way, it's so expensive, 20 euro for one sketchbook. And she said that she is ordering like the thin sketchbooks like that, but the thing is I didn't check the order, and when I noticed that it have this lines, so I was like, no way. So probably I will use this for my notes. It doesn't look comfy, but who knows, maybe it will be my new favorite notebook. Anyway, I just like need to cover this black cover. So after that, I decided to go still for Moleskine. I have to try this sketchbooks. I am illustrators, artist. I don't know how I can call myself. Already for maybe 10 years or something, like at least like I began 10 years ago, and I never ever try Moleskine sketchbooks because honestly it always feel like so crazy to pay for like sketchbook 20 euro. But Katya told that she like they have this collection with a plain journal with a white paper. Let's see what is inside of it. I know it's probably one of the most, oh my god. So my friend Katya told me that they have this collection with a soft cover and they are much thinner, and this set cost me, I don't remember, around 15-20 euros, which is like pretty fine. If the paper will be fine, I'll be happy. So they seem so thin. I don't know how it would survive gouache or any other materials, but okay. So but I decide if this uh, sketchbooks will work out. I will probably buy the expensive one. Okay, because Katya also used them for gouache, which is still feels really strange because it's so thin. Okay, at least I hope it will work with the markers, because if it's not, I'll be very disappointed. But I really love how they look and how they feel. At least I can use them, like in a worst case scenario, I'm gonna use them for like my pencil sketches. Okay, I want to try. Okay. Yeah, but how it will survive gouache. Okay, let's see. In the end of the video, I will do few sketches with gouache or maybe anything else in this sketchbooks. I already have a lot of brushes, but Katya insists and I can't say no, because when somebody asking me to buy materials, is still somewhere inside of me there is this little Emma who is really want to have like this magic tool, and Katya insists that this kind of brushes I have to have in my life. What I mean, because like I already have a lot of brushes, and I will share it with you. And oh, they have a lot of fur of my cats. And like this brushes, like most of my brushes, they are just like round, and yeah, like probably like mostly like all of them I have just like few with this edges, and it's like really soft one. So I will recommend it to buy for my gouache sketches, different sizes, like with a more flat and aged, like different like Brussels. Anyway, I am excited to try them. I hope they will fix me. Another thing they want to change, like, because like one of my favorite size of sketchbooks is A4, but what I noticed when I start working with the markers, it's incredibly hard to fill entire page of such big sketchbook with the markers. It's not gouache. With gouache you can do this really easily. So, and what I also noticed that like I tried to do some sketches over here in this sketchbook, and I hate this sketchbook so very much. This is a talent sketchbook, but like I can show you, we can compare it. Where is my knife? It's over here. It's so messy. I can't find anything in my studio lately. Okay, so it's why I decided to get another sketchbook by Talent, because this is another collection. They made it like a year ago. They have like white paper because many people hate this warm shade paper. I love it actually, and it feels and seems mostly like just the same, but it behaves completely differently when you start working with this is me was diagnosing all my markers, and I were trying to work with gouache here, and it's completely doesn't work at all, because you can see all papers start waving and giving this like this awful feeling, like this sketchbook do doesn't doesn't do this thing. So like it's why I decided to take the small sketchbooks. I'm planning to work over here with the markers. Let's check it. Yeah, it's feel like really good one for markers, and I really love that it's small. And what I didn't like, one thing I didn't like in it too before, but maybe I will find the way how to work with this. It's why I decided to try another sketchbook by another brand. So this is too thin, like I feel like it's like really thin, but probably I'm I will work on entire spread and then it will be fine. Or maybe it's also like a good practice just to change your format, because I actually were working in A4 format for so many years. Okay, so but this one maybe it will be good for like line sketches. I made here some like small samples when I just like trying somebody else trying to work with this. Maybe for just pencils it's gonna work well. So I will leave it for like my bed sketches. So it's why I decided to try one more sketchbook, because like I literally was stuck with my favorite sketchbook. I already told you so many times, and sometimes it's so good to switch, because like some things have to be changed time to time. All right, so what is why I choose this sketchbook? I really love the size. It's really small and comfy, but I also love that it's covered with the fabric. You can see it. Maybe I will place some acrylic stamps on top of it just to make it like more cuter. But the paper is really nice. I'm not sure how it's gonna work with gouache or watercolor, but probably for markers and for like pencils it will work. Not sure about markers. It feel like it's absorbing too much, you know, like for markers you have to choose to find some sketchbook with a really smooth surface, then it will work fantastic. Because now I'm working in different sketchbook and it's worked well. I just found it. I bought it a year ago, but I'm not gonna show because it will take even more time. So, and one more sketchbook by this Kangaroo brand. I have no idea what is it. I never tried it before. Let's see what. Look very much as Talent. And paper feels a lot of as a Talent sketchbook, but I chose it also because of the cover. I really love it. I love to color my covers, and to decorate this cover will be really easy. Let's try markers over here. Yeah, it feels absolutely fantastic. Yes, I love it. Okay, so probably it's gonna work for markers and even probably for watercolor. I don't know what does it mean. They didn't saying for which materials or for which technique is the best. It's not really heavy, but actually I hate heavy paper like 200s. It always feels like intimidated, like you have to draw something fantastic on it, like if it's so heavy. And before I will show the book, I will show you this funny stuff. I just like go for a walk, and I was like nearby the bookshop, and I decided just to visit it and check it. And actually I don't even know what it's for, probably for iPad or something like that. But currently when I start working with the markers, I realize that I don't have case for my markers, and I use my case for my like cosmetic makeup stuff. So I was actually in like looking for perfect case for my markers, and when I come to some like one shop, I saw this cover, and for me it's absolutely amazing. Like it have trees, gnomes and mushrooms. I mean, for me it's everything I need to be happy. So, and I also really love it slightly like a bit thick, and it's really feel amazing. And you know, some artists can just draw on some like ugly sketchbooks, have nothing. It's probably the true artist. I'm not. I always need slightly romanticize. I don't know how to say it correctly, but I really love to make all my experience a bit more nicer. So now I thought it would be so perfect for my markers. Look. Yeah. Oh, I can put like really a lot. So like probably I will have some complicity to take it out, but I think it's gonna work. So I will just like put my markers, and I'm ready for sketching outside. Okay, and the last things I want to show you, this is books. When my crisis starts, I start researching what kind of books about composition I can find, and there are so many of them, and I decided to try a few. Actually, I'm waiting for 2 more books, but they still on their way. So I will just like show you this book. I don't know if it's good or not. I can't recommend it yet. So these artists are mostly work with landscape, but I believe that composition is pretty good, like the same stuff for like everything. I love how it look like, and okay, probably it will be like for really like for beginners, because I see some like step-by-step work. Maybe it not gonna help me, or maybe it will, who knows, because like sometimes when you just like I also like bought a lot of electronic books about composition, and some of them are really great, but I will share them on my Patreon next month. And also like when I start working with color on Katya course about color, I saw this book, and I was like so curious to look on it, because sometimes I'm keeping my color combination from like finding my color combination from my mind or from accident. I just like can grab some materials and just use them, or I use website color lovers or color something else. Like there's a lot of like website with different colors. But when I saw this book, what I love that it's not like illustration, but it in a movie, and you can see how they use them on object like people, like streets, and this is like absolutely fantastic. Look at this. I love it. So I will tell more lately when I will read this and try to use for my practice. But this definitely looks amazing. Yeah. Oh, this is. I remember. I love this movie. How is 7 Sins? Yes, 7. Just 7. Okay. That's it. I am finishing. Um, I don't know. Maybe it will be all. I just like show you quickly whatever I have. It will be like a crazy video. Like, look what I got. Or maybe in the end I will show how I'm sketching in the sketchbooks. And probably it would be really nice idea to do because in if I wouldn't do this, there is no point of the sketchbooks. We wouldn't know if they work or if they're great or if they are not. Let's try them. Okay.
I gave it a try twice in my Moleskine sketchbook using gouache and markers, but honestly, things didn't go great. The pages start like wrapping a lot and getting all wavy. I was pretty bummed because one of the things I love about this sketchbook and felt like missing in other sketchbooks I used before is that I can layer and erase without ruining the paper. It seems to have some kind of like coating inside of the pages that keep it from peeling. Even when I go over and over it again and again, it's so thin, but it's get all my strokes, and I'm very emotional artist with my painting. And I ended up asking my friend how she deal with it since she's also uses gouache in the same sketchbook, and her work all will looks great. She told me she just like uses less water and more paint. And over the time, the pages kind of flatten out on their own. So seems terrific. So I'm not giving up on this experiment yet. I also decided to grab a couple of new sketchbooks. So sorry, but I have to do this with a thicker paper. Even so, honestly, I hate thick paper, but maybe this is just something I need to get over. Like, I just got it in my mind and I like keep all my entire life. Like, thick paper is something scary. So we will see. And I will definitely do a video reviewing all sketchbooks, and I hope I will find new perfect sketchbook. And you are probably asking why I am looking for new sketchbook because I already have my favorite sketchbook. So the answer is that it's really nice to change the sketchbook, not only like the format, like size is also, by the way, really cool thing. That's why I want to like work in a smaller sketchbook, but also every single paper behave really differently. And when you are working with the same paper again and again, you will use the same technique, the same way how you are like doing your sketching and art in this sketchbook. So it's really a nice idea time to time changing sketchbook and slightly change the way you are working in it. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your attention. Bye. You can also put some like to my video. I'll be very happy. Thank you. Bye.